Now, look, some of y'all may know from our first season on Attack on Cowboys, we went off on the media. We made sure to put a dent in that negative media that had nothing but negativity to spin about the Dallas Cowboys. Anybody who's unhealthy for our sports ecosystem, Attack is going after. And we got another one of our targets squarely in our sight after the departure of Boobalooba Taylor, Emmanuel Acho, and LaShawn C. Turtle McCoy. The next thorn in my side that I've been aching to finally pull out is none other than the malevolent Ryan Clark, who seems to have found himself into some hot water with ESPN. All over what? A Dallas Cowboys debate. Let's get right into it. It's Tap Dancing Clark. Your time is almost up. Man, shut your up. All right, so we're going to start off right here. This is the genesis of this issue with Mr. Tap Dancer himself. Let's get right into this, man. I cannot stand no self-righteous ass, fake, humble, fake, malevolent ass person, man. This dude, Ryan Clark, oozes arrogance. He oozes all of the negative words you could possibly think about for a person who thinks way too much of themselves, man. He takes himself way too serious. I can't stand it. And this right here, I'm hoping is the beginning of the end for Ryan Clark on our TVs on ESPN.
Morning. Are you feeling okay? You look at A.J. Brown, which is this #1 wide receiver who got one target all night, and then you got CeeDee Lamb. But that's the
all right. So just to kind of give y'all the setup, he's trying to talk about essentially like how good of a game each of those guys had, or which game would you rather have if you were one of those players. Essentially, that's the type of conversation that they're having right now. And Peter Schrager is saying the obvious. CeeDee Lamb clearly had a much better game than A.J. Brown, even with all the drops. He clearly had a much better game than A.J. Brown because A.J. Brown ass was locked up in Alcatraz for all of the damn game outside of that one little 8-yard catch that he was able to get towards the end of that joint. That was the first breath of air he had to come up and get, bro. So if I'm A.J., there's no way I'm looking at that game and I'm like, oh, yeah, I had a great game because my team won. I'm not going, bro. He was locked up the whole time. I know he ain't happy with that performance. Let's get right into it. Matter of fact, if he had 10 more performances just like that, he still wouldn't be over 100 yards for the season, so cut it out. Let's get right into it.
when was the one?
And y'all shut up. I gotta pause it. Or it's gonna copyright me. So shut up.
That's the target, but I'm saying,
when was the one target?
I'm saying you could have it both ways.
54 seconds left in the game on 2nd and 11. It was the one target. He runs the out route.
You wake up this morning saying A.J. Brown is...
Man, quit acting like A.J. Brown just did something crazy to get that, bro. Cut it out, bro. Cut it out. He didn't have to do anything crazy. Bro, it was a routine-ass route, bro. Quit acting like he did some amazing to set up this great singular play where he finally helped the team get over the... Man, shut up, bro. Shut up.
Had a better day than CeeDee Lamb?
But you know what you wake up saying, though? A.J. Brown's team is 1-0.
Of course.
Right, like,
Man, shut up, Ryan Clark. I guarantee you the Eagles didn't feel good about that win. I guarantee you they didn't wake up like, oh, we're 1-0, we're good. I guarantee they were like, oh, man, we almost lost that game. Oh, man, we probably should have lost that game. Oh, man, we got a lot to clean up. Oh, A.J. Brown's team is 1-0. They're talking about individual players, bro. That's how you know when somebody done lost the argument, when they have to default to just a standard status quo type of statement, bro. Shut up. Tap dancing Gregory Hines looking at Ryan Clark. I can't stand this dude.
like that's what
I get it.
But the thing is this, though, and we shouldn't do this on TV. And so I apologize.
You're right. You shouldn't do this on TV, Ryan Clark, because you didn't even go to school. Bro, go ahead. Say what you about to say so I can go in on your ass.
As if people think this is rude.
Say what you about to say so I can go in on
That's the non-player
Oh,
view.
stop.
There it is. See? There he go with that BS. There he go with that BS. This is where all current players go. Players who are on TV, who shouldn't be on TV, by the way, because just like you just told Peter Schrager, hey, this is the non-player in you. Hey, this is the non-journalist in you. A real journalist would know this is not cool. A real journalist would know that there's more than one way to skin a cat. A real journalist would be able to recognize that you can, in fact, have a higher level of knowledge about a sport without having to play it professionally, bro. This is so disrespectful, man. This is so, and to do this on national TV and essentially belittle this dude and essentially say that his opinions or default is less than y'all's, man, this is so damn wrong right here.
CeeDee Lamb is...
Let me tell you why. I'm not saying.
I'm not looking at fantasy football, Ryan. I'm not.
Yeah, you ain't gotta listen to him, Peter. And then Ryan got the nerd like he mad.
Don't belittle me like that. I could come in and say, as 3X players are saying one thing, and give an alternative perspective that maybe CeeDee Lamb did play well. And
Peter, what I need for you to do is not get mad and let me finish for one.
Okay.
Oh,
it wasn't about you. It was going to be about me.
Okay.
Whoa.
As a player, I can't speak for CeeDee Lamb.
Whoa. The body language, the arrogance, just all of it. Just, oh my goodness, man. The self-serving attitude. Oh my goodness. All right. That was the clip in which Ryan Clark got himself into some hot water. Sitting here trying to debate with Peter Schrager, who had a better game, CeeDee Lamb or A.J. Brown. That's essentially what the debate turned into. And I don't know, even if you're a player, there's no way you're going to look somebody in the face and say, oh, yeah, the guy with 1 reception and 8 yards had a better game than the guy with over 100 yards receiving. The other guy just dropped some balls there. There's no way you're about to do that, bro. There's no way you're about to do that. So this is where I say, man, all that, oh, I'm a player. Can you break the sport down? Do you understand what's happening on the field? Do you know what formations are? Do you know the intricacies of the game that you need to know to be able to disseminate that information to a viewing audience? If you know the information, it don't matter if you a damn player. It don't matter if you play flag football. It don't matter if you play pee-wee, bro. Ryan Clark, bro, this right here is just one of those gatekeeping mannerisms that some of you guys have. And it's crazy to me that people who never went to school for journalism, who never went to school to actually be on television and be in the media, it's crazy to me that y'all have this level of entitlement to sit there and talk about the credentials that someone else doesn't have, but yet you don't even have the credentials to do the job that you're actually doing. You were gifted that job based off of just being a player, and ESPN kind of honestly taking bad hiring practices and doubling down on those for years. But now we actually start to see them bringing in more personalities like the Peter Schragers and some of these other guys. They're starting to bring in more personalities now, more real media people now, because they have seen what these dumbass CTE-riddled players are doing to their network, bro. They're making it a boys' club. They always have bias or partial takes towards the player. No matter what's going on, no matter how wrong the player is, they're going to stick up for the player. They're going to find a way to twist it to where, oh, the player's not all the way wrong. They're very disingenuous because you can definitely tell which guys played for certain types of teams because they have certain biases and partialities, even when they're breaking down or analyzing teams. Ryan Clark, Bart Snot. So Ryan Clark out of pocket for this, but this is not where this story ends, ladies and gentlemen. This is not where the story ends. So apparently, Ryan Clark got into some hot water for this, and Buddy tried to sneak in an apology in the midst. Let me show y'all how arrogant and just how self-righteous Ryan Clark is. This man tried to sneak in an apology while live tweeting during one of the football days. I think it was either Saturday or Sunday. I think it might have been Saturday. This man tried to sneak in an apology, y'all, and it was like the quickest. Oh, I'm tweeting. Oh, I'm going to tweet this apology. Oh, I'm going to tweet a couple more things right afterwards so I can go ahead and bury this apology, bro. He tried to sneak in this BS-ass apology right here that I'm showing up on the screen. And apparently this whole little segment right here, this interaction on Get Up is putting Ryan Clark on some thin ice over at ESPN because apparently, according to this article, go ahead and read this article real quick. Ryan Clark could be on thin ice at ESPN after second public apology since May. And the reason this is relevant is because I'm tired of this dude. He was one of the main people gassing up the whole Micah Parsons trade and trying to take David Mulagitter's side and trying to shift the narrative and control narratives and stuff. He's been one of the main people who has cast dispersion on the Dallas Cowboys and tried to make people disappreciate and tried to make people belittle Trevon Diggs' season, his best season of his career so far, by the way. He tried to make people belittle that, to lift up another guy in Jalen Ramsey. He was one of the main people who gets up on that television every single week, bro. I don't care what he said about the Cowboys after that Eagles game because he had to. If he didn't, he was going to look like a damn idiot. But he's one of the main people every single week to try to twist and turn any negative narrative, spin any negative narrative towards the Cowboys. And ESPN's Ryan Clark is becoming a worldwide leader in apologies. Bad blood from the viral on-air dispute Friday between Clark and Peter Schrager spilled off air and led to an uncomfortable confrontation on the set of Get Up. Industry sources told front office reporters that this man was ready to scrap. While there don't appear to be any immediate repercussions, the incident might not be over for Clark, who publicly apologized to Schrager on X Twitter Friday. It was the second apology Clark has had to make about his commentary since May. Schrager, an acclaimed NFL journalist hired by ESPN in April after a decade on NFL Network's Good Morning Football, appeared to bristle at the insult. Oh, stop, Ryan. Don't belittle me like that, he said. I could come in and say his 3 ex-players are saying one thing and give an alternate perspective. Get Up host Greenberg appeared to make a cut sign with his hands, but Clark plowed on, telling Schrager, what I need for you to do is not get mad and let me finish for once. Oh, my goodness. The tense moment on the normally lighthearted show went viral on social media. While live tweeting Friday's Chiefs-Chargers game, Clark apologized to Schrager. In the wording of his mea culpa, he appeared to confirm their interaction continued off the air. He said, quote, today I had an interaction with my colleague, Peter Schrager, both on and off the air that I regret. I have apologized to Peter and taken accountability with ESPN leadership. I value working with Peter, and I look forward to this season. My focus will remain on professionalism, teamwork, and being a better teammate moving forward. Oh, yeah. Get Buddy up out of here. Get Buddy up out of here. Get Buddy up out of here, bruh. Get Buddy up out of here, bruh. Get Buddy up out of here. This man, Ron Clark, is trying to rewrite the rules, bruh. And this is what I don't like about when these players become analysts, man. There's a couple of them that are good at it. Michael Irvin, when they're more so about the entertainment aspect, they're really good at it. But when these dudes get up here and try to be super serious, almost overly serious, man, they begin to try to rewrite the history book. They begin to try to twist and turn narratives and twist and turn how people remember things, man. And Ron Clark is one of the biggest offenders of that. And the fact that he got up there and did that to one of his coworkers, that is just despicable. ESPN, I think y'all need to take him off of TV. ESPN, y'all should not have people on your TV that's doing stuff like that. We definitely need to get rid of Ron Clark. And the beautiful part about this, man, just like the media jumped me, the media is jumping Ron Clark goofy ass. This was on NFL Network, bro. This was on NFL Network, and this is pretty funny. It's Kyle Brandt from NFL Network.
Cam, it is great to see you, and it's great to see everybody around the country today working there, especially on set in Los Angeles. And a special shout out to the non-players today.
A special shout out to the non. Exactly. You're going to alienate majority of your field, dumbass Ryan Clark. You right there. You just let everyone that's not a player know that you don't respect their opinion on the sport that you're talking about with them. That's what you just let them know, bro. And yes, you played the game. Yes, blah, blah, blah. But, man, y'all got to quit acting like people can't understand the sport if they haven't played it. Because you can absolutely understand the technicalities of a sport. You may not understand the physicalities of a sport and what it feels like to be out there. Man, y'all got to cut that out. Y'all got to cut that out, man. Anybody who invests enough time, it's easy to learn these sports, bro. These are not rocket science. You don't need a damn engineering degree to be able to dissect what you're looking at. If you are studious enough and you do the work, you absolutely can know what you're looking at. And I have to believe that majority, especially people like Peter Schrager, who are accredited NFL journalists, bro, he's done the work. He's been around the game long enough, so you can't just sit there and discredit his opinion just because you disagree with Ryan Clark. But either way, that was tap dancing Ryan Gregory Hines Clark. And this has been Attack on Cowboys. Underdog comments below. What do you think about this? And do you dislike Ryan Clark as much as I do? And look, I know y'all, it's football. Hey, man, y'all got to understand, bro, this channel was built off of doing exactly this. So I'm going to do this every now and then. Don't come over here and talk about let's talk about football. Shut y'all ass up, bro. Let me have some fun, man. And how about them Cowboys?
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still the ball? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Oh, shut up, my boy. Hey! I'm still them boys.